Hello, my friends. This is Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to do a little flip through for you today of this journal that I've completed or finished. It's the Simple Hawaiian Cookery book that I turned into a journal. So this is the outside. You can see it's not, huge, and it's not tiny, but it's a really great size actually. And this book wanted to be a journal. The spine was coming off, so I decided to go ahead, make it into a journal. It is about 4 1/4 inches wide and 7.5 inches long. So you can see the front here. I'm going to take this tie closure off in just a second, but this is a little bit of seam binding here. And then I have on here a little like a dangle that I made out of it's attached with a bulb pin, and I've got a little pineapple charm there and a little yellow glass with a lemon on it there, like a drink. So super cute. It could be whatever drink you want, lemonade or pina colada. So let's take that off so we can see what's going on here. And this wrapped around twice, so there's plenty there to do whatever. So on the front, I have used, on top of the fabric, a little bit of leaf trim there. And then this is a piece of tropical fabric I had here with a bird of paradise. There's 3 signatures. I made another little kind of bead dangle here to go along with the colors and everything. It's got these pretty beads that kind of coordinate and some little pieces here. There's a little piece here that says Myrtle Beach. Even though this is a Hawaiian, I felt like I just like the color and everything to go along with this. There's 2 little turtles here, and there's a little glass jar here with sand and a little shell in it, so a little charm there. Here's the back with the same, the fabric and the leaves. And I just really liked this when I found it at the thrift store. Just the overall, look of this, the drawing or the illustrations here on the cover. So let's open it up and see what's going on. So on the inside, I used this green fabric to match. Let me move the goodie bag out of the way and we'll look at that at the end. But I do have pockets on the inside of the front and back covers. There's a flower here, like a little layered flower that I put together with a little leaf. And then there's a journal card here with a pocket, with a butterfly, just to write on. And that pocket is right there. Kind of blends in with the overall. This is scrapbook paper. And I liked how it looked. It just looked like it belonged there. And then each signature starts out with a pretty piece of scrapbook paper. So this one has the birds on it. And then there's a pocket here. Some of the little, this is one of the little tags we made out of a page from this book. And it's been backed with, this was a fly leaf or page, end page from this book that I used to cover the back. So that was from, both of those pieces were from the book. This is some of my Astro Brights paper that I dyed. I think it's so pretty the way it came out, the shading and everything in the colors. This is a page from the book here. And then on this side I have a little piece of ledger paper. And I think throughout here I put the shorter or smaller pages at the bottom in case the new owner would want to just kind of go like that, glue it down and make another pocket, or use it for writing or add on to it, whatever. I just thought maybe that would present a lot of options. This is some guest book paper, so lots of lines and pretty blue colors. This is some more of the Astro Brights paper here. This is just from a budget book here with lots of lines and squares to write on. A page from this book. This is the first tab here. This was actually made by my friend that lives in Hawaii, and she sent it to me in Happy Mail. So, and then the colors went perfect with this, and also, I said before in one of my videos where I was working on this journal, a couple pieces in here were from my friend that lives in Hawaii, and this is going to someone already, claimed this journal that used to live in Hawaii. So isn't that cool? Piece of music manuscript paper here. There's a pocket here where I added a little green 3-leaf clover. Oh, the color goes with this journal, and I thought it was cute. It's a wooden piece, and I made it into a tag. So it's right there in that pocket. Bring good luck to the person that gets this, right? Oh, here's the middle of the first signature where I have some beads to match this pretty paper in the middle. And on this page, I have a little paper clip with the green lace. The middle signatures, I think, have paper like this in each of the middle of the signatures. And I was just going for colors that were bright and pretty and that you might see in a Hawaii or a tropical paradise or tropical location. So this is another tag that we made together where it has a butterfly on it. And a little collage there. You can write on the back. Oh, here's a short page I didn't put down, did I? But this is the manuscript page. I mean, I didn't put it down at the bottom. This one's in the middle. This is a flip up, flip down here. It's got this pretty, it's got a little like closure here that can hold the flap closed. It's a butterfly with, it's a piece of ephemera. And then this back here is wallpaper that I thought looked like grass cloth. That's kind of why I used it in here. And, you know, that just reminded me of, I don't know, I used to see, I'm sure they used it in, and it's not necessarily black, it's not grass cloth, but it just kind of looked like it and reminded me of something you'd see somewhere like in a, you know, a tropical type place in the hotel or something. Here's the inside of, so lots of room inside. Just folds up like that, and this little flap just sticks right behind the little piece of ephemera like this, and holds it closed. So, and plus the butterfly gives us lots of pretty color there. This was a page from the book. Here's the other side. That budget paper, the Astor Brights, the guest book paper, and this is the back half, the first signature, little flip out there, a pocket here where I have just some fun paper to write on. It's got a grid on it, like graph paper, so there's a pocket there. On the back of the scrapbook paper, that is the first page, you know, of each signature, or the cover page. It was white, and I spritzed it with some green spray. So here's the cover of the second signature with this beautiful leafy pattern here. A tag that we made from the book. This particular page was double-sided scrapbook paper, so there's color. There's actually, it looks, maybe in the camera it just looks black, but there's a honeycomb shape on here too. A faint honeycomb design, so that's really pretty. And then here is a pocket, like a floating pocket I decided to put in here. It had this pretty flower that looked like a tropical flower, so it can be glued down or used, but this is a pocket right there. It's made from, I think it's made from something like a travel brochure page or magazine page or something like that. That page that it is attached to is a fold out. So it has the word bright on it. I'll show you in just a second. Let me get this back on here. Right here is the word bright. So there's that manuscript paper. Page from the book. And Astor Bright's page at the bottom again, so it could be glued down if somebody wanted to, you know, like that, and that would be a pocket, or like that. So options. Astor Bright's paper, and some more of that budget paper. A page from the book, and here's my second tab. Is a little like applique flower there, right here. Oh, I did put trim. I didn't point it out here, but we did that on video where we put trim. This is the trim in the first signature, and then we're at this right now. We're at the trim in the second signature. Oh, and that little bead dangle that I have on this book, it is removable. It's on a paper clip. So, oh, I guess we were getting to it. This is some blue dyed composition book paper here, and then this is a pocket where I have a pretty tag. This is wallpaper. That's sewn around, and writing space on the back, got a ticket on the top. The middle of this signature with a couple of those beads. Here's the second paper clip decorated with some pretty lace. A page from the book with the trim on it and his signature. A pretty design there. Budget paper, so on the back half of the second signature. Lots of writing room and room to do whatever somebody wants to do in here. This is a belly band here made from, it was made from a scrap from the pretty bird paper that I used as the cover on the first signature. So let's see, this is a belly band here. And then here I have an envelope. This card I put on the front and to decorate. And then inside I have a postcard. This is actually, it says right here, this is just how I got this card. There were 2 holes in it, and that's how I got it. So, but it was a used postcard. It says, "Greetings from Mexico." And then right there it says Maine. So I'm not sure if it's Maine or Mexico, but it seemed like it might be Mexico. Anyway, and here's the back of it. It's a very old postcard. I don't see a date on here, but I got it with a group of postcards that are very old, like some of them from the early 1900s. And I think this is a 1-cent stamp. It's folded there, but very, very nice and very old. So that was in there. That was just tucked in here under this belly band. And then, as we turn that page, manuscript, and we're on the back half of this second signature, I believe. Pocket here, where I just have a pretty piece of paper that, as I was looking through my stash, I found this stationery or notepad that had a paper with flip-flops on it. So I thought that was appropriate for a Hawaiian theme. So that is in there for writing. And the third signature has this pretty, I thought this was very Hawaiian or tropical looking. So I put that for the third signature. And tag there from the book. Those are pineapples. I think those might be olives. So cute little, I love the illustrations in there. They're just so cool and different. My Astrobrites paper and manuscript paper. This is some ledger paper that actually has writing on it. And this is a bridge score sheet here. Page from this book. This is a post-elect. It's the cardstock 3-fold or triple-fold little things that used to be able to get. I don't know if you can get them anymore, but I picked them all up at thrift stores or received them in Happy Mail, and this was a very kind of tropical colored one, and so I decided to put it in here as part of the signature. So here's part of it here, and the other part we'll see in a second, but isn't that pretty? And then some of that, my composition book paper, I believe, or this is the guest book. Yeah, this is the guest book paper. It has the blue lines. And then a page from this book. And here is my third tab here. It's a little applique butterfly right there. And you see that? Am I showing it to you? Gotta make sure I'm in the camera. And here's an Astrobrites page here that also, you know, can be cut off, you know, glued down as a pocket. But don't you just love how the colors came out? The colors blended when I did those. And so you've got the yellow-ish color here and the orange on this side, just so pretty. That's the blue dyed composition book paper. A pocket here where I have this was an index card that I decorated. So I've got a few of those, so I put one in here. Let's see, how did I have it? I'm not sure. I think I had it like this maybe. And here is a ticket. I put like a little double pocket, or I made it as a belly band, but it's a ticket here on the pocket where I have one of my little bird cards, and I tried to put birds in here that looked tropical, but it can either just sit with so it's a pocket and not go through, or it can go, something can go through because it's actually like a belly band. So fun little pocket there. And here's my beads in this signature. And a pocket here. This has, let's see what we have here. What did I put? This is a just a little journaling card I made out of a scrap. This was actually a piece of a file folder, and this is a piece of an index card, the ones with the colored lines. I like cutting those in half and rounding the corners. It just looks so cute. All on their own. You don't even have to decorate them. And this was we did this together on a Tag Tuesday where we made these little like ice cream caps and collaged on them and decorated them and made them into tags. And you can write on the back if you want. So, or glue it down somewhere, whatever somebody wants to do. It's just a fun thing. Or use it on a gift or something, you know. Everything that comes with the journal doesn't have to be kept with the journal. So this little fold-out piece there, page from the book. Look at these flowers here. They look like possibly hibiscus, which is a tropical flower. And budget paper. And the guest. Here's the other side of that post-it. See, it folds out there. And here's the part where you would put your address it to whoever it's going to and put a stamp right there. And aren't those flowers beautiful? I love the orange and yellow there. Here's the third trimmed page, and right here with the yellow trim. We did that together. My finishing touches video. The ledger that has writing on it. I love the color on that one. Astro Brights fold out there. The last pocket, and then there's a pocket on the back back cover, but this particular pocket has some note paper that looked very well. It had the tropical colors on it. It has a butterfly here at the top and pretty birds and flowers at the bottom. So just a piece of note paper there. Let's see how I can get that in there properly. There we go. And then the back page, I also put a flower here. And just 1 second. And I put a flower here. Isn't that pretty? Layered flower. And then a little drawing card. There we go. Now we're going to put this over here. And we are going to look at the goodie pack. So I got the goodie pack ready, and then I kept looking around and adding stuff, so I need to get this stuff inside too, but I just kind of put it here while I was gathering things. So I thought I was, like I say, I can tell you sometimes I kind of finish, and then I, find more things, and I'll add it to the journal. So that's what I was doing after I finished this. But what did I add here? So I have a little coin envelope full of, let's see what's in here. I forgot what I put in here. Let me see. Oh, there's some postage stamps in here, I think. Yeah, postage stamps. I just put a bunch in here. These I thought looked really pretty and tropical, so I put those in there. Some are postage stamps and some are just like stickers. These are just stickers, like seals. So very fun there. And then this is a bridge tally card that I thought looked kind of tropical. Where's the opening over here? This is a coaster. This kind of has a nautical look to it. A parrot, of course. I put a couple of these parrot playing cards in here that looked tropical with a parrot. And then some napkins that looked, colorful and tropical. There's 3 pretty napkins to have fun with there. Now let's go to the inside. So I tied it closed with a pretty piece of green yarn here. And it has a little bit of Velcro on here, but I kind of was experimenting with the Velcro, so it doesn't really hold it down very well, but it does hold it down a little bit like that. So, and then in here, let's see, what did I put in here? If I can get it out. Let me see. Yeah, I kind of filled this up and then just kept putting pieces in here. But there's a big piece of, this kind of is tight, that tag. So yeah, I put quite a bit in here. So that's, I might have to put some separate. Here's a little envelope that I made out of some kind of pretty green paper, a little tiny one. And in here there's some butterflies, my little butterfly punches. If I can get a couple out, I'll show you. These little butterfly punches that I make. And so those are all in there. And then I put together some of the strips that were scraps from this journal and made some little strips for the person that's getting this to be able to do something with those. They're sewn together. So those are pretty. Some of my bird tags that I didn't put in the journal because I didn't want to overstuff it, you know. I mean, it's I'll show it to you again in a second, but it's pretty stuffed. But I'll show you the overall outside once more. But here's some of my bird tags that we did together. One of my little chalkboard tags. Some pieces from the book. Let's see. This is a tag, a big tag that she can decorate. Pieces from the, the pages from the book. There's quite, let me put that with the other pages. There's a couple of my little felt collages here, or clusters. And then some, these receipts were on, they were stapled to the yellow ledger paper I put in the signatures. So I put those in here. And then this is a piece of scrap of the bird paper, some more scraps of the blue dyed composition book paper, and then these are all pages from the book that I didn't use, so all those that she can do something with. That's all. I tried to put all of the pages in there. I don't think I had any left, but I'm just going to take the, just a second, I'm going to take the cluster off, or the dangle off so I can show you, but yeah, I just wanted to show you the overall look of this side, how, see how thick it is. I didn't want to put any more ephemera in here and make it so I couldn't even, mail it or something. I wanted it to be able to close. So, yeah, it's pretty packed with paper and the ephemera that I showed you already. So, and once you take that ephemera out, of course, you have more room, room for her to put her things in here. But yeah, it's pretty packed. You can see the trims and the little tabs, and here's the top with the paper clips, and there you go. She is done. So I hope you enjoyed that process of making this little book into a journal. I already showed you the books and fabric that I'm going to use on my next journals, so I'm going to get started on those. So stay tuned for the next journal processes that I'm going to do and make. So I will see you then. I'll see you in my next video tomorrow. And have a great day and a great weekend.